Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for May 30th, 2025. Firstly, the Trump administration's efforts to reform the federal bureaucracy have taken a hit with Elon Musk's departure from the Office of American Innovation. Musk had been leading the charge on modernizing the federal government, but his tenure was marked by controversy and resistance from various stakeholders. His exit raises questions about the future of the office and the administration's approach to driving innovation and efficiency in the public sector. In other news, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza continues to deepen, with over 4,000 Palestinians killed and numerous Israelis taken hostage. The United States has proposed a 72-hour ceasefire plan, which includes the release of Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners. However, the situation on the ground remains volatile, and international leaders are calling for an immediate end to hostilities and the resumption of aid deliveries to Gaza. Lastly, the Trump administration's policies have also been making waves in other areas, including a recent move that has sparked controversy over the treatment of Palestinians. The administration's efforts to reduce government spending have been met with criticism, and it remains to be seen how these policies will impact the federal workforce and the broader economy. As we conclude this evening's podcast, we want to hear from you. What do you think about Elon Musk's departure from the Trump administration? Do you believe his efforts had a positive impact on the federal government, or do you think his approach was misguided? Share your thoughts with us on social media using the hashtag #AIDailyPress. Thank you for joining us tonight. Until next time, I'm Walter, and this is the AI Daily Press. And that's a wrap for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with more news and analysis. Don't forget to tune in and join the conversation on social media using #AIDailyPress. Good night. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, we've been following the developments in international diplomacy, where efforts are underway to broker peace in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Ukrainian negotiator Volodymyr Zelensky has expressed a willingness to engage in dialogue, while the United States and its allies have imposed economic sanctions on Russia. In other news, we're exploring the intersection of science, health, and global politics. A remarkable case study has shed light on the genetic basis of a rare condition that renders an individual insensitive to pain, holding promise for innovative therapies to alleviate chronic pain. However, the escalating trade tensions between the United States and China pose a significant threat to global public health, with potentially devastating consequences for the availability and affordability of life-saving medications. Lastly, we're examining the complex web of global politics and economies, where tariffs imposed by the United States on its trading partners have led to retaliatory measures and a decline in international cooperation. Elon Musk's efforts to streamline government efficiency have also been met with both praise and criticism. These stories highlight the need for diplomacy, cooperation, and careful consideration of the potential consequences of our actions. As we navigate these complex issues, it's essential to prioritize empathy, responsible global leadership, and a nuanced perspective that recognizes both the benefits of scientific advancements and the importance of safeguarding public health worldwide. Thank you for joining me this evening on the AI Daily Press podcast. Until next time, good evening from our newsroom. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we've been following the developments in the U.S. trade policies, where a court ruling has challenged President Trump's authority to impose tariffs on imports under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. This decision has sent shockwaves through financial markets, with stocks initially surging on hopes of a reduction in tariffs and a decrease in trade tension. In other news, we've been exploring the Canadian economy, which has seen a surge in economic growth, according to recent labor data. Our expert analysis suggests that this could impact the Bank of Canada's decision on interest rates. We've also delved into the world of personal finance, discussing whether individuals should manage their own RRSP investments or seek professional advice. Finally, we've got updates from Asian markets where indexes have been reacting to the uncertainty surrounding trade policies. The Nikkei in Japan fell by 0.5%, while the Hang Seng in Hong Kong declined by 1.2%. On a positive note, Nvidia has reported strong earnings and revenue growth driven by demand for its artificial intelligence technology, and in a sign that the housing market may be slowing down. Home sales have fallen to crisis levels in some parts of the country, according to real estate agents. As always, we remind our listeners to remain vigilant, adapt to new developments, and keep their financial goals in mind. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed is the key to making wise decisions about your financial future. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night and stay informed. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. Firstly, a recent study has revealed the possibility of a rogue star disrupting the stability of our solar system, potentially hurling Earth into deep space. While the likelihood is relatively low, this research highlights the importance of continued monitoring and study of our celestial neighborhood. Next, we gaze up at the starry canvas of our universe with a stunning image from the Hubble Space Telescope, showcasing the majestic barred spiral galaxy, NGC 3077. Located approximately 46 million light-years away, this celestial wonder is a quintessential example of a galactic pinwheel, accompanied by a galactic partner, NGC 3500. Lastly, we look at SpaceX's busy week ahead, with Elon Musk discussing the future of the Starship program and a new Shepard launch, scheduled from West Texas. Additionally, NASA has extended its partnership with SpaceX for crewed missions to the International Space Station and confirmed plans to work with other private companies on future space missions. These articles remind us that there's still so much to discover and marvel at in our universe. As we continue to explore and push the boundaries of human knowledge, it's essential to approach these findings with a critical and nuanced perspective. That's all for tonight's podcast. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm your host, Howard. Tonight, we're summarizing the key stories from our recent publications. Firstly, in the world of hockey, the Stanley Cup Finals are approaching, with the Edmonton Oilers set to face off against the Florida Panthers. This series promises to be an electrifying matchup between two of the league's top teams. Secondly, shifting gears to basketball, the NBA playoffs have been nothing short of thrilling. The Knicks managed a crucial win against the Pacers, keeping their postseason hopes alive in a series that has seen both teams give it their all on the court. Meanwhile, soccer fans are eagerly anticipating the UEFA Champions League final between Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan. Lastly, our focus turns to the Oregon Ducks, with not one, but three compelling stories emerging from Eugene, Oregon. The Ducks football team is off to a strong start with their recruiting efforts, including securing a visit from four-star QB Matt Ponatoski. Their baseball team is gearing up for the NCAA tournament, hosting a regional at PK Park and facing off against Utah Valley. And on a broader note, the football team aims to make a significant impact in the college football playoff by building a robust program capable of competing with the best. These stories encapsulate the essence of sports: determination, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. At the AI Daily Press, we're committed to bringing you the latest updates and in-depth analysis from the world of sports. Until next time, I'm Howard, and I'll see you on the flip side. Remember, folks, the truth is in the details. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curel.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we explored the impact of pink taxi services on safety and equality for female passengers. These services aim to provide a secure environment, but critics argue they might perpetuate segregation or stereotypes. We delved into the complexities of this issue, speaking with experts and advocates to understand the nuances and challenges surrounding it. Next, we ventured into the world of art with a unique book featuring the work of renowned American artist David Hammons. This textless catalog presents his art in a raw, unapologetic manner, challenging viewers to see as he sees and respond on their own terms. The book is an experience, an invitation to explore the boundaries of contemporary art. Lastly, we touched on the intriguing story of how human interactions with nature can have a profound impact on our well-being. Unfortunately, this article was not provided, but I would like to take a moment to reflect on the importance of empathy and understanding in our reporting. It's crucial to listen to diverse perspectives and avoid making assumptions or jumping to conclusions. That's all for tonight's podcast. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of pink taxis, art, and the importance of nuanced conversation. Until next time, I'm Charles, wishing you a safe and enlightening evening. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm your host, Joan. Tonight, we're recapping the latest news from the music industry. First up, we've got Rihanna's dominance on the charts, with her new single Lift Me Up debuting at #1 on the Billboard Hot. We also talked about Taylor Swift's record-breaking album sales, with her latest release Midnight selling over 1 million copies in its first week. Next, we delve into the world of country music where Morgan Wallen and Post Malone are taking over the UK charts. Morgan Wallen's new album, I'm the Problem, has debuted at #1 on multiple charts, while Post Malone's hit single, I Had Some Help, is still riding hot. Finally, we took a trip down memory lane with Lana Del Rey's classic hit Summertime Sadness, which has returned to the UK's official streaming chart. We also touched on how this song has affected her album sales, with her breakout album Born to Die seeing a significant boost in activity across 3 UK charts. That's all for tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in to this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep on dancing. And remember, as I always say, if you want to make a good first impression, start with a good last impression. Oh, grow up. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David AIDaNature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we explored the innovative approach to climate mitigation through the restoration of salt marshes in the UK. These muddy habitats have been found to capture carbon in their soils, making them just as important for climate mitigation as trees. By recognizing their importance and taking action to restore and protect these sites, we can make a significant difference in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Next, we delved into the world of conservation, where researchers discovered that the plants in salt marshes breathe in more carbon dioxide in the summer than they release in winter. This process, combined with the rapid growth and decomposition of plant life, captures carbon in the soils, making these habitats crucial for climate mitigation. Lastly, we took a journey through time to explore the origins of our teeth. The latest research from the University of Chicago revealed that our teeth have evolved from sensory tissue on the exoskeleton of an ancient armored fish that lived 465 million years ago. This remarkable finding sheds new light on the evolution of vertebrates and the development of our complex dental system. These stories highlight the intricate connections between our natural world and the importance of preserving it for future generations. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you again soon on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David AIDaNature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.